I'm Scott Calhoun. I'm the author of A Yard Full of Sun and 5 other books on gardening and desert horticulture. And this is my first book, and it's the story of a young family building a house and garden in the Sonoran Desert in Tucson. And it goes into everything from getting an adobe building built to deciding what shape the garden should be, to choosing plants and edible plants for the garden. And so kind of covers a whole bunch of things. People tell me that they like it that aren't gardeners at all. It reads like an essay and a little bit of an adventure story, I would say.
And what are the challenges of gardening in the desert?
Well, the biggest challenge is that is water. So, and people think actually there's a little bit of a misnomer. So the other part of that is that it's challenging is actually cold winter temperatures. So the limiting factor on what we can grow is actually how cold it gets, more so than the heat. The heat's definitely a factor as well.
And you do designing work.
Right. So in addition to writing about plants and gardens, I design gardens on the strictly home gardens. So I design backyards and front yards for people mostly in Tucson, but there's some in Phoenix as well.
And do you recommend certain plants for a garden that's low maintenance?
Yeah, my designs are pretty much focused on quarterly maintenance, so I don't want to do something that you have to go out every week and do. So I don't do turf, and I don't do palms. And if you want a resort kind of landscape, I refer you to somebody else. So that's my focus is kind of North American desert plants. And we start there, and I don't mind using plants from other places, but about 75 or 80% of what I'd use would typically be from a North American desert. So they're kind of built to handle the conditions. It's a lot easier that way.
Well, great. Well, thanks for being a part of Sibley's West.
All right. Thank you, John.